Hello, my name is Gary De Rodriguez, and I'm not here to tell you that you're going to make $1 million overnight, or just by having goals and thinking positive that you're going to get everything you ever desired, because that's a lie. I am here to share with you a set of tools that will create sustainable change. Language is one of the most powerful tools, the back door to shifting thinking. We've all heard it. They say, well, just think positive or just think differently. Well, the truth of it is, you can never change thinking with thinking, but you can change thinking by changing language. I've been a corporate consultant for over 30 years, and I'd like to share with you some of the technology that I've presented to companies worldwide. And that technology is based on the science of human excellence. My belief is that everyone that is a member of a team or organization desires to do a great job. My goal is to present to organizations and companies a series of trainings that literally dives deeper than just talking about cultural change. Because a culture of an organization cannot shift until the culture inside the individual begins to change. The information is beneficial not only in the professional arena, but personal as well, providing the foundational life skills for a fulfilled life. Transform the individual, and you will transform the system to which they belong. Here are some of the details of the 3 laws to effective leadership. Stanford University's Advisory Council on Leadership unanimously concluded that the one foundational principle to become an effective leader was self-awareness. By building self-awareness in your individuals, it will build the people intelligence in your teams. By having the strategies to effectively have authentic communication between individuals, the perception of betrayal will diminish. And you will begin to be able to build trust, which is the foundation of communication, which is the foundation of a healthy relationship, which then creates the overall culture that people desire to belong to. So let me go through what some of the qualities of self-awareness are. As we as human beings, the most complex neurological organism on the planet, walks through our day-to-day lives, we're constantly receiving data input from the outside world. Over 2 billion chunks of data enter our nervous system through the 5 senses every second. So we delete, distort, and generalize that data down to about 7 pieces plus or minus 2 through a series of filters. Each individual, of course, will have different filters. That's why each one of us is seeing reality somewhat differently. So our filters are our utilization of language, our beliefs, our memories, our values, our unconscious strategies, and our associations to time. As we bring in this information, each one of us has an individual way in which we make meaning of that based upon the collective experiences of our past and through our filters. So in order to have self-awareness, we require to have the in-depth knowledge on how to shift and change, how to enhance and evolve our beliefs, align our values for congruency and self-esteem, shift memories that no longer serve us and still provide a knee-jerk negative response to our current reality. Most importantly, harness the power of our language and the unconscious strategies that have run us. You see, 10% of our mental capability operates at the conscious level. The other 90% operates at the subconscious level. If we are going to embrace leadership and embrace self-awareness, which is the foundation of leadership, we must learn how to harness the power of the other 90%, the greatest computer on the planet. When this is enrolled, we become the most potentialized leader that we are meant to be. When our teams have this kind of knowledge and information, we create a team that is unstoppable, that far surpasses what our competition will be doing. Because most organizations will focus on the systems. However, the potential of the individual, once awakened as a team, can take that organization to a quantum level of effectiveness that will blow out the boundaries of what the bottom line has been. So my invitation is that systems are run by people. The investment in what operates the system must be strategically placed on the greatest resource any organization will have, and that is the potentialization of its teams and its individuals with fundamental life skills to know how to awaken the wizard within them so they become the leader that they are destined to be. So self-awareness is a foundational law to leadership. The second most important law to leadership is relationship mastery, the awareness of how I affect others. Relationship mastery is foundational to people intelligence. So, I have some principles that I'm going to share with you, which are the principles of the second law. Number one, be in physiological rapport during your communication with anyone. You see, the foundation of relationship is our ability to have a conversation. Our conversation is the relationship, the quality of which defines the health of the relationship. 7% of the meaning of your communication is your words. 38% is the tone of your voice, and 55% is your physiology. If you are not enacting the 55% of your physiology and the 38% of your tonal quality, then you are undoubtedly miscommunicating on some level. It is vitally important to know that all parts of you is communicating, not just your words. So be in physiological rapport with the individual. Next, each and every conversation intend to create clarity, intend to enrich, and intend to empower the other person. Enter your relationships with genuine curiosity on how you can clarify, empower, and enrich. Enter your conversations, business and interpersonal, with authentically desiring to create a win-win for not only yourself, but for the other person. Next principle, be completely accountable for your part in the dynamics of what is being created in your teams, in your organization, and your fundamental relationships. The next principle, be fully and completely present with the other person. When you are in communication, having an authentic conversation, give your full, undivided attention to every nuance that a person is saying, every word that they speak, every body movement, every tonal fluctuation. Because remember, 90% of you is at the unconscious level. The body is the most valuable tool of communication that you have, and the truest from that individual. Words can very rarely capture the full truth, but the body will always tell you the truth. When there is an incongruency between the word and the body, then you will know that there's an incongruency in the speaker's intent. So my invitation to you is be fully and completely present. Notice everything and have appreciative inquiry when you sense or see an incongruency. Next, be most accountable for your own emotional responses. You are the one at choice for the emotional ecology that you are producing within yourself. You are the one that gives meaning to the outside stimulus. Therefore, you are the one that is creating the emotional ecology within you. Be accountable for that. The third law. How many of us have reached a certain level of success in our careers, and yet there's a piece that's missing? Now, in values, each individual will evolve on a certain values level until we eventually get to one of the highest values, which is contribution. In that contribution, we leave a legacy. At the end of all of our days, no matter how successful we've become, there is a part of us that desires to leave behind us a legacy of goodwill so that our presence has created good in the world rather than self-absorption and contraction. So the third law is create the legacy out of the compassion of who you are and who you've evolved to be. The three laws again: self-awareness, relationship mastery, and your ability to leave the legacy of all that you've learned and that you contribute back to the world. These are the three laws to effective leadership.